you know. Good evening and welcome everyone to this episode of Word Sandwich. I am Sergio Barrera, and joining me as always is
Susan Chisholm. That's me.
thank you. Good night. So Susan, you are the executive producer, absolutely. Which means that you keep me from doing dumb stuff sometimes. So
Sometimes when I can.
yeah. So we are here and we are ready for another episode of Word Sandwich, our second episode. We were off last week because we had things to work on and things to do and such and so forth. But here we are, and we are ready for episode number 2, which I have cleverly titled Today I Learned.
Today I learned.
Today I learned something. Actually, I learned it yesterday, and I thought, you know what? This is going to be something I should bring to the podcast because I'm not one to poke fun at anything that seems to be of some form of medical concern.
Right.
Are you intrigued already?
I am intrigued already. You told me I would be, so.
Well, so what happened was I'm a big fan, and many aren't, but I'm a big fan of Wikipedia. Okay, that may cause controversy, right? Because it's, knowledge by the people, right? Where do you land on that? Like, where do you land on Wikipedia as a source?
I don't mind it. Take it with a grain of salt often. Double check if you need to.
I find it pretty reliable. I mean,
Yeah.
there are times when I'm like, did they really get taken up by aliens? And I'll research it further. But
I know. If it's something that's weird, it's like, I'm gonna fact check that one.
Right, exactly. I mean, you have to, right? You can't just like go by the seat of your pants on everything. Well, so one of the things I do daily, and I've never shared this with you.
Oh.
So you're going to learn something about me right now, even though you know
Okay.
me pretty well. One of the things I do every single day, I'm going to bring it up on screen. I go here. Let's see if I can make it come up. Everything on the fly. We are live, and we are hoping that things work. All right. So, by the way, if you're following on Twitch tonight, I'm sorry, not Twitch, Kick tonight, because I am broadcasting the show on Kick.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. And Kevin Sparkle Pants, thank you for being our first commenter ever from Kick. We're also live on YouTube as well as my Facebook page. Just trying stuff out, man. And I'm thankful, Susan, that we're getting the comment stream from Kick into StreamYard. So
yes, there was concern that might not be on.
Yeah.
I'm happy it is.
Big shout out to the folks at StreamYard for being our stream platform of choice for our podcast for several years now.
Forever.
Yeah. I know
at least
that
5 years.
Yeah, no, it's longer than that. And Paul Britton, our buddy Paul, still doing real to real talk on StreamYard as well. So thank you, StreamYard.
Thank you.
Podcast is brought to you by, but not really.
We're not sponsored.
Right. But we're here.
Streamlabs or StreamYard hit us up. What?
And we've obviously paid the extra money because we don't have to have a logo for StreamYard on the on the screen. Anywho, so this is where I go, Susan, every day. At some point in my day, because I'm a big fan of current events.
Right.
And while, not every one of these panels changes day in, day out, like today's featured article, obviously it's called today's featured article, right?
Right.
And then you go, did you know? And then in the news, and I love the on this day. That's like my favorite thing because I'm a big fan of history. Where do you land on history?
I love it.
Yeah. I always love history even more than science, because science and history were my two favorite subjects. What were your favorite subjects?
Science.
Science. Okay, so yeah, just one.
Science and science and English.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I'm more of the life sciences than physical sciences. I don't know if that makes sense. So like
Help me,
biology
because
and stuff like that.
I've heard the term, but so life sciences would include, I'm going to guess, biology.
Biology, zoology, ecology, stuff like that.
And what was the other term that you used? What kind of sciences?
Physical sciences.
Is
So
that
stuff like physics,
okay? Where does geology land?
physical science.
Okay, cool. See, sometimes the old noggin still works.
Today.
Okay. So again, big time. Yes, big time. Big time. The Gators in the chat. So
Hey.
did you see how word association? I saw Gator. I thought big time. I think he needs to work that into his next stream. So,
That's
Gator, thanks for being here on Kick. And yeah, so anyway, on this day, is one of my favorite things, because I love to go, because then from here I go, ooh, that sounds interesting. I'm going to go and read more about it. Right. And so I am often a victim of my own love of rabbit trails. And so, or, going down the well, so to speak, of things. Yeah. Shiny things. And so, so I'm a big fan of Wikipedia. And as I was doing my daily, hey, what am I going to learn about today? I learned about something, and I'm not even going to have you believe me. I'm going to show you about something called Dance Mania. Now, if you had to guess,
I know what it is.
Okay, do you? All right.
Yes.
So, initially, when I just saw the term, I was like, "Oh, that must be like a musical genre," and it is. But
It is.
what the article was that was featured was this one, Dancing Mania. And again, let me qualify what I'm about to say by saying that I'm not in any way making fun of medical conditions. But this is a really interesting thing, Susan, because, and I'm glad you know about it. In the 1300s, there was a phenomenon of something called dancing mania, that in high trauma scenarios, people would go into these dancing things, like they would just start dancing. It
Dancing
was like
fits, yeah.
solid gold season. So, Susan, I'm curious, because you said you knew about this. So tell me what you knew. Well, I check to see why we're not on YouTube.
Well, you find that out. From what I understand, Dancing Mania is essentially like dance till you're dead. You collapse from complete exhaustion and you die.
And it's large groups of people. Like, there's cases of like thousands.
Yes.
And it was always during times of like major plagues. And so
Yes.
it's really sad.
I have more to add to your today I learned then.
Okay, please do.
So
I'm paying attention. I'm sorry, on my screen.
No, you're okay. So have you ever heard of Prion disease?
I have not.
Or Creutzfeldt-Jakob's disease?
Nope.
Okay, it's basically mad cow disease, but for humans. What it does is it's something, it switches off. It causes the proteins in your brain, instead of to, for example, be nice and flat, it causes it to be crinkled.
Okay.
And so, and it's incurable. It is basically, death sentence. It causes the victims, the person who contracts it, to not be able to, they slowly lose the ability to sleep. So in any way, like, you can give them drugs, they won't sleep. Like, put them under anesthesia, they won't go to sleep.
Right.
So from what I understood, because it's something that is contagious, but it's only through certain pathways.
Right.
It is theorized that dancing mania was a form of a prion disease, that basically the infection broke their brain.
Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is crazy.
It,
And Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease is not very common anymore
no. Yeah.
because we figured out how you get it.
Well, and that's the thing is for, in this article, as it tracks as early as the 7th century, there are cases of this sort of manic outbreak of dancing. And again,
Mhm.
almost always associated with some form of horrible stress, right? Within a community. Um, it, they never really put a finger on what it was that it ended up being and why.
Yeah.
And so it's a really interesting article. And yes, I'll say it again because folks have joined us. I know Wikipedia has its concerns, but I love it. And I bring it up because I mean we talk about how word usage and word crafting is sort of the goal of the show, but we also talked about how sometimes you're going to walk into our show and be like, okay, wait a minute, what they're talking about a topic. But the reason I brought it today was because when I look at words like dancing mania in the same sentence right next to each other being neighbors, I'm like, oh, this must be about music, or this must be about, this sounds like the name of an album of like, disco tunes from, across various artists. And so then I
Dancing
started
for
reading the
you.
article. I'm like, okay, well, I'm sorry, I guessed that wrong. Uh, because it was really, a bad thing, you know?
Yeah, and I think and honestly, like I think that in the explanation of the theory that I it's not every person has this thing.
Yeah.
It's like one or two people that are really popular end up getting it, and then people are like, "Oh, they're doing it, so I'm going to do it too." And then
Gotcha.
it becomes like a yeah, like an event of, just crazy.
Yeah. So so that was my today I learned because I had never heard of such a thing. And when you
Crazy.
yeah,
I would I
I
would
don't know.
be terrified.
Yeah, no, seriously, seriously. So if I start like, you know,
I'm going to
um
run.
beatboxing and popping and locking, good thing you're in Austin. So
Hey, hey. Yeah, don't do that.
oh man, now I'm making fun of see I did what I said I wouldn't do. Um
That's
Oh
I
well, we'll
forget.
cut that out. No, we won't.
No, you we're
Savage
live.
is here. Rasta Funk Jr. is here. Rasta, good to see you. Captain Sparkle Pants. Look at those kick logos, man. I'm really happy. Angie, thank you so much for being on our Facebook channel. It is on YouTube. If you go to Kind of a Big Deal Productions, it is live right now. But wherever you're at, Angie, you make yourself comfortable. Kick back. Thanks for being here. And we're going to continue with the show.
Yes.
So, Susan, I didn't get a chance to talk to you beforehand, but I'll share with you now. So, my
Oh boy.
return to streaming coincides with my starting to stream on Kick, and I'm still in my
Mhm.
very early stages of getting back to it. And so I thought, you know what, let's put the podcast on there as one of the places where people can find it,
Mhm.
and then I can finish the show and be like, hey, I said I'd stream and I did, and then I'll go to sleep. No,
This
I'm
counts.
kidding.
No.
Yeah, this counts. No, we'll see how it goes. It's one of those things where I'm in that early stages of finding the rhythm and trying to figure out like what works given my work schedule, given my other projects and so forth. But you as
Me.
well, you made your return to streaming this past week. Talk a little bit about what was it like, and in comparison to where when we did it before to now, was anything different? Just kind of share with us your thoughts, because again, you're public
Oh
speaking.
yeah. Oh yeah. It was very different than before. I will say honestly, I was so rusty, clunky in the beginning. None of my alerts worked
Yeah,
because I had gone through and set them up the way that I had a friend that talked me through it, but then I missed like two very crucial steps. And shout out to Savage. Thank you for helping me fix those things. So whenever I next stream, I was doing tests and stuff like that, like just through my computer, and those things are now working.
yeah.
And I'm very excited about them. But yeah, it was like there was so much stuff that could go wrong.
Right, right, right.
And some of them did go wrong. But it was a lot of fun. I got to hang out with folks. I got to talk with people. Just do a little bit of um stuff I
Reconnecting.
miss. Yeah, reconnecting. I didn't for the longest time, y'all, I never thought I would ever be on a microphone of any kind, public speaking of any kind, podcasting. Nope, none of the above. And here I am.
Yeah, here we are. Yeah, no, I
And I
mean,
enjoy it.
It's
So
different for me in the sense that public speaking has been my jam for 30 some odd years and
ever.
in different forms. But yeah, so I'm excited to be back in the streaming game. Again, it's been start and stop because my schedule's been so nuts. But I'm
Mhm.
excited because I'm going to try to get some streaming. Definitely. I mean, here we are right now. I'm
Hey,
trying to
hey.
do some tonight. I'm not quite sure I'm going to hit that goal, but tomorrow night for sure. And then next week I have a 3-day weekend, and there's
I'm lucky.
I'm going to be talking to our good friend Gator and get some advice because I really think I want to do not quite what he did because he did a great job of raising funds for Movember with I don't even know what you call it, but it was a marathon or
Building. I would call it a buildable
that
marathon.
man, I tell you, I'd never seen that before, in my previous iteration of streaming, and I'm sure it was there, but the fact that he was willing to commit so much of his time to it's one you're raising funds, absolutely, and I applaud that,
Right.
but it's an effort that you have to make to keep going when people are adding time because they're subbing or they're following or they're contributing to your project, right? And
Yeah.
so kudos to Gator for really, and for myself, the best moment of all was his rendition of "Call Me Maybe," which will go down in the annals of legendary performances on Kick. I don't care what anybody says, Gator's the
Legendary.
man.
It
So,
was. Yeah. You should definitely go to Gator's page and listen to it because it got clipped.
yeah, look at the names that are on the chat on Kick that have said hello, guys. Go follow them. Savage on Sims, good old Gator. Rasta's there. I'm not sure if
Red's
he's streaming,
Kryptonite.
but yeah, just um, yeah,
Just-
let's show them some love because they're fantastic. Um,
yeah.
all right, I guess we're gonna have to go back to putting our handles in the banners, but we can do that next time. So yeah, so
Um,
there you go. So we have here's the funny thing, Susan, that I'm thinking of
okay.
as we're talking. We have a format, we really do. But we
Sure.
also know that conversation can go any direction, right? And we're
Yeah.
17 minutes in and we've only just, rambled and talked about stuff we want to talk about.
I
Um,
mean, that's more fun that way.
yeah, exactly. But we do have a
I'm not.
plan and we're going to try to stick to some of it. And again, guys, remember you're always welcome to obviously you can comment on the stream, please do. But if there's a conversation we're having and you guys have thoughts that you want to contribute,
Yes,
please,
please.
please do so. This is Mi casa, su casa is our philosophy. So I
Yeah,
can't
but
think of the
make
word
sure
for
you take your
hour
shoes
in
off
Spanish,
because
but nuestra casa, su casa. So our house, their house. Don't
yeah.
question my Spanish, woman.
I'm not questioning. I'm not questioning
You
anything.
did that.
Mm,
That was funny. I'm like, she's not going to correct my Spanish.
I'm not correcting shit.
Although
I'm not
your
correcting
Spanish is pretty
anything.
good. Your Spanish
It's
is
all right.
pretty good.
Nah, I don't speak Spanish.
All right. Well, I'm trying to get back to my format because there's at
Because
least
you
one
lost it
viewer on
again.
each channel because that's me. So let's see here. Where did it go? Here we go. All right, cool. So we're gonna try something tonight, and it's probably gonna be a disaster. But I
A
saw it on
beautiful
I saw it
disaster.
on YouTube. I saw it on TikTok, and I actually saw it attempted in real time because a coworker of mine came in to visit my class, and he's part of the team they're going to be going to, and he tried this out, and it didn't quite go well, and it's not his fault. But I thought I'm gonna do it on the show, and I told him I was going to try it. So this is for Lewis. Shout out to Lewis. If he's not watching, then I'll just not be his friend anymore. Um, I'm kidding.
Just clip it. It'll be fine.
It's called Say the Same Word.
Say the
Okay,
same.
and if you're familiar with it in the chat, let us know. You and I are going to start off by each saying, and in our case, we're going to write a word. Okay,
Yes.
you're going to say you're going to write a word. I'm going to write a word, and we're going to show it.
Right.
We will probably be on two completely different modes of thinking, but the goal is to do this over several rounds. And between each round, we'll discuss, okay, what word did we choose? Are there relationships that we can find? With the goal being that eventually we're going to come up with the same word.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just do it and see how it goes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Dodger, thank you so much for being here, watching the show. Appreciate you being here. And he says, love this game, so now we got to do it well. So
Oh boy.
no
No
pressure.
pressure.
All right, I'm going to think of a word.
And it can be any word.
It can be any word. And I'm going to try to make my penmanship not an issue. So let me know when you're ready. And we'll come up. In the meantime, I'll let folks know that we are sponsored by no one.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, ready? Now,
Yes.
I've not even tried to figure out how I'm going to like show this to my camera and hope it works out, but here we go. I think I know what I'm going to do. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Mine is one.
Okay.
Yours is cheeseburger. Why did I?
Cheeseburger.
Man, burger crossed my mind.
I mean, would that have counted if I wrote cheeseburger and you just wrote burger?
No.
Okay, so I
no,
already
that's
have a
the same
link
word.
between. I already have a link between our words in my
Okay.
head.
Talk to me.
Well, I mean, I can't.
Don't say food items.
No. It's something. So there is something in mine that goes with yours when you have this thing with them.
Cheese?
Yes, but how is cheese and wine connected? So I'm ready for my next word if you are.
Are you? Okay. All right. Ready? Oh,
Yeah.
let me write mine.
Well, I know I need to write mine, but I think
Oh my goodness, this particular dry erase marker has been in my gym.
I will say we both love these.
Okay. I'm ready if you're ready.
Ready.
3, 2, 1. Ha ha! We are
2 rounds? It only took us 2 rounds.
I think there might have been an over explanation on your part.
I think it was my fault. Yeah. Okay. Try it again.
No, hey,
but
listen,
I don't know.
we're just gonna say we're pros.
I've never played this before.
Yeah.
So it's my fault
Yeah.
if something goes wrong.
For me, the cheese gave it away. Like that was
Yeah.
my link. So
Even if
all
I
right,
hadn't
well, there
said
you
all
go.
those things, if I hadn't said those things, would you have gotten it?
No. If
Mm.
you had left it at
I cheated apparently.
Susan
What?
cheated. If you had left it at there's a
Both of
relationship,
you.
I
quit.
probably would not have Susan, what do people know about you?
I am sitting here with
you
nothing.
cheat at
You
video
saw
games?
me. What?
Do you cheat at Red Dead? These are your Red Dead folks that are commenting.
No. How can you cheat at Red Dead?
I know. Oh,
I mean,
man.
I am an admin. I can just give myself stuff, but I don't.
Yeah. Okay. Rasta says the game goes as you're not supposed to say anything and just write it down. I've seen both. I've seen where they've, but we can try it that way. Okay. So let's not over explain a connection.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get there. Okay. Check the logs. That's awesome, dude.
Y'all are
All right.
And
So
guys.
let me know when you're ready with a word. I'm going to try to come up with one.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, hold on. And again, my penmanship is. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, Nickel, you have race car. All right, let's not over talk it. Let's see what happens if we don't talk about it at all.
Okay.
Nickel and race car. All right.
Okay.
All right, hold on. I have a word, but my marker is being
terrible.
Yeah.
You
All right.
you can use
1,
paper.
2, 3. Okay. Track and Hot Wheels.
I was close.
We're getting closer. All right, let's see.
Something with both of those, like related to both of those.
Yeah. So we've used race car, Hot Wheels, track. Okay, hold on.
And yours was nickel.
Yeah.
Which I don't think relates, but somehow we got there. It's fine.
Yeah, we're closer. The track and Hot Wheels. Let me think.
Okay. The only thing I can think of with those two things.
Okay.
This is probably not it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take us sideways. All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. Okay.
You just like
Loop,
the race car. Have you
loop
seen? You've
on the
seen
speed.
you've seen the Hot Wheels track. It always has a loop in it.
No, you're
Okay,
right.
so
And it causes more speed when you come out of that loop.
yes,
Okay.
indeed.
All right.
Okay, loop and speed.
Okay. I think I'm good. All right. I'm ready
Okay.
when you are.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Crash.
Oh, but you said Hot Wheels. Dang.
I said
That's
Hot Wheels
crash.
already.
I have to move
Speed.
my. Okay. Wheels and
Speed.
crash.
Wheels and crash.
All right. Well, we got about.
That's
We can do this. I
okay.
believe in
Wait.
us.
Wheels and
Wheels and
crash.
crash. Oh, I know. Come on, you can do this. I am sending you the word wheels and crash. Crash and wheels. Crash and wheels.
Crash and wheels.
Crash and
No.
wheels. You can do it. Yes, you can. I believe in you. Crash and wheels.
I don't know. I have
Crash
nothing.
and wheels.
Crash and wheels. I don't think this is right, but we'll go with it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Ambulance.
Road. I don't know. I told you I have no idea.
Ambulances are on road.
Ambulance. I was on the road.
Oh, I know. Come on. Come on.
Okay.
We got this. Ambulance in the road. Think about it. Ambulance on the road. You can do this. I know that you can get this. I'm not even worried about my penmanship anymore because I know we got it this time. Ambulance and road.
Okay, hang on. I have to do something really quick. I'm writing a word on each side because it could be one of these two things.
We have to choose
it counts.
one.
No, it counts.
Does it count?
Because I have already written it. I'm not changing my answer. I have already written it.
I love this. We're desperate to get there.
Yes,
all right.
we are.
Ambulance and road. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Ah! I said sirens and lights.
I said hospital. Come on, Susan. What was the other one?
Sirens and lights. Because an ambulance has those and they're on the road.
That's true. I was thinking the ambulance on the road to the.
Okay. I don't know then. I'm lost. I'm already.
Right, let's do one more round. One more round. So what was it? Sirens. So we'll pick one of the two.
Sirens.
Sirens and ambulance. Oh, I got it. Come on. You can do this.
No, I'm gonna not get it and I'm gonna feel bad about it.
Think about the two words. Sirens, ambulance. I believe in you. Angie, I just saw your question. I prefer YouTube, to be honest, and Kick, but YouTube is where my whole channel for the entirety of all my projects is. All right, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, see? I told you we could do it. We did it.
I am horrible at this game.
You're not. It takes patience. It takes patience. It would be worse if we put a limit on the number of rounds that we would do, right?
Yeah.
So,
what is that? Yeah. 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon or something like that. 7 degrees of separation. Hey.
7 degrees of Maya is what happened right now.
Hello, everybody. This is Maya. She's my cat. She wants to be a star.
See, that was fun. And I would not mind trying to do that again every few episodes because that was a lot of fun. Now.
I'm trying to irritate her enough to get off my desk. It's not working. Nope.
Fun with words. You and I went down the rabbit hole. Speaking of rabbit holes, we went down the rabbit hole of finding word-based games. And I'm
Yes.
not talking like board games, like word games of all sorts. And so over the next few weeks, when you join us, because I'm going to be positive that you'll all be back. When you join us, you're going to see us try out some of these games. And so there's a couple we're doing tonight, and then we have a whole slew of others that we're going to do over the next few weeks. So come on back. If you haven't already, make sure that you hit the follow button on Kick or the subscribe button on YouTube or the follow button on Facebook. Make a choice, commit, and then join us here every Thursday. 7 p.m. is the goal. Okay.
Yes.
We do reserve the right to change things up a bit here and there because life, right? But you can also, if you go over to YouTube, Kind of a Big Deals Production is the name of my channel. We have our first 2 episodes up of our Kind of a Big Deal extras.
Yes.
There's 2 videos that Susan and I put together. The first one was about a food item that I didn't know McDonald's had. Susan?
The steak, egg, and cheese bagel.
Yeah, that was a total blind spot for me because I love McDonald's breakfast. If you could see me from the waist down, you'd see what I'm talking about. Maybe not waist down. That's a whole other show.
Let's not talk words.
Yeah. I'm a big bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit guy. And so, yeah. So if you want to know how I reacted to the steak, egg, and cheese bagel, check it out.
Egg, and cheese
And then
bagel.
if you want to know what geocaching is, which is one of Susan and I's favorite pastimes, there's another video. So we finally published our first 2 Kind of a Big Deal extras. And so make sure you check it out and go and watch and like and such. So Kind of a Big Deal Productions is the YouTube channel. There's 3 shows on there. There's this show, Word Sandwich. There's my TV review show called Episode 1. And now Kind of a Big Deal extras. So make sure you check it out. All right. So one more game. This one is the complete opposite. We are going to try to avoid saying the same words. Okay. Or coming up with the same words. I'm going to name a category, or we're going to do 5 rounds. And each round will be progressively more difficult to try to avoid saying the same word. Okay. So there's going to be a topic, right? And then within the topic, there's going to be 5 rounds of specific prompts.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yes.
So only tots. Don't give me ideas.
Yeah, don't.
Just a picture of me eating hash browns. Nobody wants that. So let's see. All right. Oh, that's not the one.
And we start with 5 points, isn't that right? So I can put.
Oh, that's right. Put up the number 5. Yeah. So
5 points on the board.
We have 5 strikes basically. Okay. We keep going until we run out of opportunities. So, guys, if you're here looking for polish, give us a few weeks. All right. We're going to work this stuff out. All right. Let me bring up my.
It's okay. We're doing great. We're having a fun time.
We are.
Where's the link in the panels? Yay.
Okay. Let's do it this way. Maybe not that one.
Let's do this. Nope.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Reds says raw and real is way better than polished.
Potato?
I mean, I'm sure.
Oh, the show. I was like, I was still on Only Tots. Raw and real, like what? So, yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I don't, as much as we talk about format, you and I think we're both 100% committed to this just being,
ridiculous.
Organic. Organic. So.
Yes, organic.
All right, I'll tell you what. We're gonna do the following. So the idea is that the first round will be the most difficult for us to end up saying the same thing.
Okay.
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 And we'll progress through. If we get through all 5 rounds with no strikes, meaning we each came up with different words, all is well. Game over.
Then I get to call in sick tomorrow.
That's between you and your boss. So, all right. The
kidding.
overall topic is fruits.
Fruits.
Fruits. Okay.
Okay.
Round one. Ready?
Yes.
We're each going to name an
Writing it down.
exotic fruit. Yes, we're going to use our boards. We're going to write down an exotic fruit. And the whole point here is to avoid saying the same answer. Or in our case, writing the same answer. So the first round is exotic fruits.
I can't think of the name of the one that I'm thinking of.
Oh, shoot. Hold on.
I have a feeling that I know which one you're going to say, but I'm not going to say it because
You'll have to let me know if you're right.
it could be one of two things. So
I'm ready when you are.
okay, I'm ready. Ooh, that's
All
a
right.
horrible letter.
Again, the goal is this time not to come up
Not
with the same answer.
Not the same.
3, 2, 1. Lychee.
Yes, I was right.
Okay, good.
The other one that I was thinking of is one that I thought you were going to say. Okay, sorry. Continuing.
All right. So we're safe.
We're safe.
We're safe. Okay.
Oh,
round 2. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Round 2. We're going to come up with a name of a stone fruit. It has to be a stone fruit.
My God, my brain is not.
All right. I'm ready when you are.
Any stone fruit? My brain. Oh, got it. Okay. No, wait. That's not right. Yes, it is. Maybe.
Rasta says avocados are a nice fruit, so are tomatoes, which means guacamole is a fruit salad. I'm with that. I agree.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
So we're safe with 5 points so far. Stone fruits, round 2. 3, 2, 1. Aha, we're good.
I was confused because I kept saying, no, a nectarine is a citrus fruit.
Nope.
I'm like, that's a tangerine, but nectarine, no. So I had to take a second.
Thrown off by the arene.
Arene.
All right. So far we're safe. Ready?
Yes.
This time. Tropical fruits. Tropical fruits. I'm going to take a risk.
I am also.
Let me know when you're ready. Will we remain perfect? No pressure.
No pressure.
3, 2, 1. Ah, nicely done. Rambutan is awesome.
This was the other one that I was thinking in the first round that you were going to say. An exotic
that's a great
fruit.
one.
Like a rambutan.
And those are delicious. They're just big lychees.
Very weird.
Yeah, they're fantastic, and they're like spiky on the outside. Hey, if you go to my YouTube channel, A Taste of the Food Life, there's an entire episode on tropical fruits. So, yes, I am a shill for my previous content. If you go to the bottom of my YouTube page, there's a link there. All right, cool. Yeah. People are going to get tired of that. All right,
we're safe. You can see me eating hot food.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so 3 rounds, we're good. Still got 5 points on the board. Are you ready?
I am sort of ready. Let's go.
Berries.
Berries?
Round 4, we name 2 different berries. Can we be perfect in our first attempt at this game? I have no problem thinking we're going to be different here because your brain works differently than mine.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we're safe. 3, 2, 1. Blueberries. Banana's a berry. Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Botanically speaking,
They
bananas are
are
a berry.
berries. Yes, they are.
And
All right.
I
Maybe the
technically correct
C.
is the best correct. What?
Look at Savage's comment.
No balut.
No balloon.
No balut.
Oh
That's
well,
the-
Savage, you should know this. I've always said,
She knows.
maybe just to myself, if you ever see us or me do a video on eating balut, that is my last video. You can know for sure I am done with content creation. So that or I'm dead. One of the two. So
Yeah, he's like, I'm dying. Let's just do it.
Brain went to bananas as well, Rasta says. Look at that. Great minds think alike. All
Number
right.
1.
Rasta, I have to ask you so that we can make sure we encourage folks to go say hello and follow. If you're streaming on Kick, just give us a whatever. Let
Thumbs
us
up.
know that you are or not.
Yes,
But
I am. No, I'm
go
not.
check
That
out
works
Rasta.
too.
Say again?
All right. No, nothing. Go ahead.
Okay.
Next round. Last round.
I also still eat bananas by ripping them in half. Yes. That's good news. That's good news. All right, right. Then go over to Twitch, find Rasta Funk Jr. and follow Rasta on Twitch.
Oh,
All right.
Lord.
Last one. Can we go perfect?
I hope so.
I think we can. Final round. 5 for 5. Citrus fruits. Citrus fruits. I know what I'm not going to write.
I know what I'm not going to write too. Maybe I should write it because it's okay. I'm still trying to think of the one.
All right.
This isn't the one I'm trying to think of, but I will
Do you
Google
see
it.
though that progressively the
Oh, yeah.
topics switch so that there's a higher likelihood, right? We'll do this round and then we're going to make a special announcement. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh no!
Does it count?
I
The yuzu
Well,
lemon.
we're
It's a
going to have to
special
let the
lemon.
audience decide. Did we
Okay.
fail?
While I'm doing that, I'm gonna look. Yeah, is that a fail technically?
That we're going to leave it to the
Okay.
judges, and the judges are
need
the audience.
To think of that
The
freaking
judges are the
fruit.
audience.
It counts.
Lemon is lemon. It counts, in my opinion. Dodger, do you mean it counts as in they're both lemons? Oh man, I almost wrote tangerine, but I thought no, they're both lemons. Yeah. Okay. Well,
I know it's my fault.
no, we both wrote lemons, dude. Like it's not anybody's fault. But I'm okay blaming you. So
That's fine. I'll take it.
I'm teasing. All right.
Okay, so then hang on. I gotta switch our score to 4.
Yeah. So we did lose a point. We weren't perfect this round. The whole idea is that if we were to run out of points, then we're failures. So I guess we're failures either way, unless we go 5 the whole way.
No, we're not failures.
Rasta says
All
it's
right,
the lemon's fault.
It's the lemon's fault. I do.
I don't mind blaming the lemon. So
I mean, the next one's going to be Ponderosa lemon, but nobody likes those. Anyway, I do. I can eat.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm never going to be overly specific on, like, I'm not going to be able to say yuzu lemon because I'm like, lemon is lemon. Like, you know,
all right,
lime
fine.
is lime.
Whatever.
But I think we have to be willing to pay the price and say, nope, lemon's a lemon.
Lemon's a lemon. Sorry, I got excited. Okay.
That's all right. But hey, we did pretty good on those 2 games. I don't know. I enjoyed them.
We're not going to get another one.
We're 45 minutes in, darling. What are we going to do? We can go for almost 45 minutes. But hey, it's a taste of what we can do in future episodes, right? So.
Fine.
All right. Now, special announcement. And we talked about this, so it's not going to be a total surprise for Susan. For future episodes, and we're going to have to let you guys know when, okay? Some of the games you're going to see us play over the next few weeks, there will be a point where we will start to say, if you want to join us on a future episode to play one of these games alongside us, then reach out to us, okay? So give us a couple of weeks to work through the logistics of it all, but we would like to, for some of these games, invite folks to join us. There will be a vetting process, but that way we can, up the ante, so to speak, in terms of, playing these games with more participants. So, Angie, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it and glad you are down for the game. So, thanks for watching. All right. So, Red says Suze is angry now. Are you?
Yeah, because I'm pouting.
Just a game, man. Just a game.
I'm a sore loser.
So,
What can I say?
Dodger's logic's pretty flawless.
But yuzu lemons aren't sour.
Okay, well, that's another 15-minute
Or
conversation is about to happen.
yeah, we're not going to get into it because I am a huge nerd. Okay.
Absolutely. All right. Well, tell you what, you are going to teach us, I believe, a slang word because we're about to jump into a segment we like to call Slangvolution. So,
Slangvolution.
Susan, I understand this is our show is Word Sandwich. We're here to talk about words and word crafting and anything else we want to talk about. You have a term you're going to teach us today that
Yes.
has to do with, or that is a version of slang.
Yes. So I will tell you that I am one of the more experienced in life people that I work with. They're all very young children. So
I hope they're not
I get
watching
to,
here. You call them children.
no, they
I mean, I hope they're
they call
watching.
me mom.
But
So yeah, I'm
they call you
kind of the
mom?
mom. They call me mom sometimes.
Oh.
So I will say that, you see stuff online and you're like, okay, that's not really how people talk in real life, is it? But it is at times. So, the word that I'm going to bring to you today, you've definitely heard before, you've definitely seen before.
Mhm.
It's the word slay. Because let me tell you why. I had a student with me, and
At work.
at work, a student with me at work, and
Gotcha.
so obviously you know that this is to completely nail it, to completely do an amazing job on something. So
Right.
whether it's getting dressed up or like, getting somebody's face and getting sassy, or, just acing a test, whatever. Um, you slay it. That my student who I adore, she actually now is works with me, says says it often. And I was like, I am really old because I didn't like, I thought that was just a thing like on the internet that people like joked about. And she
Yeah.
says it like, I was like, okay, yeah, today I'm learning how to scrub into surgery. She's like, oh, okay, slay. And I'm like, thank you,
Okay.
I think. But yes, so I had to verify that. So you can slay. We are also slaying this year
Yes, we are.
podcast.
Well,
I told
I'm
you I
going to
had a
try to
whole
use it in
story.
a sentence. We did not slay that last game.
We did. We
We
still got
didn't
more
because
than
we lost a
50%. We
point.
just
Oh, you're going to pout again. Okay, cool.
1 point.
Hey, listen. If
1
we're
point.
not committed to perfection, then what are we doing?
What?
What? All right. Well, before we get out of here tonight, it is time for a little something that we like to call drum roll. Please give me a second to bring up my screen. I got to get better at this. We need a producer. We need to hire a producer. All right. It's time for Haiku in a Hurry. The goal is simple,
Yes.
but you're also the talent, Susan. So,
To
all
cut
right.
through.
So the
I'm
goal is
talented.
simple. We're going to spin the wheel. And did we say 30 seconds?
Yes.
You
30
have
seconds.
30 seconds to write a haiku. All right. And if those of you listening want to join in and write a haiku of your own, put it in the chat.
Yeah.
But Susan and I love to write haikus. We committed to writing a food-based haiku to one another every single day. And we've been doing that now for well over a month. I think
Yep.
closer to 2. Even on weekends. So I'm going to spin the wheel. Susan, you ready?
Yes.
And whatever comes up, we need to write a haiku about it. So here we go. The wheel is spinning. Oh, your favorite. Tacos al pastor.
Not 100. Like, that is one of my favorites. Not
One
the
of your
favorite.
You just had some.
I did.
We
Yes.
tacos al pastor recently.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we come up with. So a haiku, 30 seconds.
I'm writing on my whiteboard. Ha ha ha.
I think we're over 30 seconds, but it's okay.
No. Okay, I'm good. I was ready. Yeah, my work is not the best place to slay.
Okay, I think I'm good.
I'm good. I'm ready. You're going
All
first.
right. So, Susan, would you like to read yours first?
I just said you're going first.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
going first. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
it's
All right.
fine.
Ready? Count my
Yes.
syllables. Pineapple does go on tacos with pork meat and corn
Wait, hang on. With tacos and wait,
on
wait,
tacos
on tacos
with pork meat
with pork meat and
and corn tortillas. Yeah.
yeah, that
Yeah.
works. Okay, mine is kind of similar. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Corn tortillas with slow cooked pork and pineapple. I want to eat 12.
That's awesome. I love it.
I want to eat 12.
12. That is fantastic. All right. With Tacos al Pastor will come off the wheel, and we will continue with the remaining randomized items next week. Join us weekly for Haiku in a Hurry. If you wrote one, put it in the comments.
You did. We got Red said one. If I want some more, I say, pretty please give me more tacos al pastor. That
points
is
to
stellar.
Red. Yeah, that's awesome.
Stellar.
That's
okay,
awesome.
so he needs to send a food-based haiku every day as well now.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Pistachios.
Savage, yours was not terrible. Okay. We expect that you send it to us at some point. When you finish it and you've perfected it or you have polished it, whatever, share it with us. Okay. I'll be waiting.
I will say that one of Sergio's haikus to me was like food, foodie food, foodie food. I am hungry or something like that. And I was like, it's technically correct.
I said this last week. One of them ended it with the phrase, I'll poop it later. So
yeah.
But yeah. All right. So there you go. I think that that's going to be where we're going to land the plane for this week's episode. Susan, thank you as always for being an awesome part of the world.
Yeah, I'm excited to be an awesome part of the world. Thanks for being an awesome podcast partner with me.
Oh, I love it. It's fantastic. I'm glad we're back at it. So don't forget, we will be on both YouTube and Kick going forward. Also, the Facebook page for Sergio the Sexy Potato. But guys, Kick, YouTube, both. Don't forget, follow on Kick if you haven't. If you have, thank you so much. YouTube, Kind of a Big Deal Productions, is where you can find us. All of my projects are there, and there will be much more to come as time goes on. So with that, Susan, next week, Thursday, 7 p.m., right? Thursday, 7 p.m. Fantastic. All right. So with that in mind, we will leave you with the way we always do. It's behind. Oh, dude, you know what I just realized? You see these two bottles right here? Yeah. I'm like, why am I parched? Because that's where those are your bottles of water. Yeah. There you go. Oops. All right. But we're going to leave you the way we always do. And that's to remind you, you're awesome. You're amazing. And the world's a better place because you are in it. Be well, take care of yourself, love one another, love yourself, and we'll see you real soon. Good night, everybody.